I am. Um, Big day today. 4 year anniversary. Me and CJ. 4 year anniversary since our second wedding, the Bulgaria wedding. All right, that's enough music. That's enough music. Yes, 4 years since the sunny day we were in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, and we got married in the church in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Actually, maybe we can steal some footage. Can we steal some footage? I should have prepared that. Whoa. Wow, what is that? Anyways, I'm gonna look for it. Maybe we'll find it, or maybe somebody can find it. But we have a footage from the Bulgarian wedding. Um, 4 years. What a fun day, though. What a fun wedding, and if you knew, well, I can tell you actually. I'll tell you how the day went. You know what? That's gonna be the story. Once upon a time, 4 years ago, September 2nd, 2016. Mm, the cool thing about the whole wedding was CJ's parents and family, extended family a little bit, and whoever wanted actually. We gave them the opportunity, because one, we invited them to the wedding, and we wanted them to explore Bulgaria. So we organized a trip. If anybody wanted to go like a week before the wedding to Bulgaria, my mom was going. She hired a big bus and a tour guide and everything, and she did a nice, like, huge route, like about a week long route in Bulgaria around different monasteries and different, like, points of interest, if you will, monuments and statues and just places and stuff like that. And everybody had a blast. Everybody just loved Bulgaria, loved the food, loved the traditions, loved all the history behind it. And it was great. Me and CJ, though, we got a day before the wedding. We got there, the guests, because we had to work. So we get there. I think it was September 1st or the 30th, and I'm coming with a black eye clearly after my bout with Cesaro. Um, but my mom, she prepared everything. Thanks to her, like, she was going around crazy and trying to find, because I'm not there. It's not like when we were here, CJ and the wedding planner kind of took everything upon themselves. But in Bulgaria, I wasn't there. CJ's not there, so my mom took everything upon herself to find a place for the wedding and after and before. And on top of that, it's not just that easy because you'll have all these film crews um, that they want to film there because Total Divas was there and they wanted to film. Um, so we get there, and I think the next day was the wedding. I don't think we had a day off. I think we landed, and the next day we had to get married. And I'm nervous. I've never, obviously, a Bulgarian wedding is so different than American wedding. And our wedding, I think it started at 10 a.m. Like, I believe, and I'm not saying like, okay, well, I started getting ready about 10 a.m. I think we went. So the tradition is, uh, well, there's a lot of different traditions, but we couldn't. Yeah, we did. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So because usually if you're Bulgaria, you live in a different places. But CJ was in the apartment, and we kind of we kind of said we're gonna be at the hotel. So the whole thing is that the best man's gotta come and pick up the bride, the not the bride, but the groom. So he comes and picks up the groom. Then me and the groom we go and pick up the bride from her house, and and at this point we are he can pick us up, and then with all the cars we drive to the apartment, and now the apartment is the seventh floor. But now at this point, as soon as we pull up, the whole neighborhood now they know that there's a wedding. And in Bulgaria, when somebody gets married, everybody's outside, so the whole neighborhood comes around and watches the whole spectacle. So there we are, about 15 people or 20 people going up the stairs. My friends and family and all that kind of relatives, whoever was there, came upstairs, and now we have to pick up CJ. And I bang on the door, and they're like, "Who is it?" I'm like, "Well, I'm looking for my wife." And her bridesmaids, she had a whole bunch of bridesmaids. They were like, "Well, she's not here." I'm like, "No, open up, give me my bride." They're like, "Give us money." So now I gotta give them money, and I give them a little bit of money. They say, "Oh no, no, it's not enough," and they all learned how to say, "Give us more money" in Bulgarian. So all the American women, all these, CJ's friends and family, and the bridesmaids like Nadi, I think it was, and Naomi, and um, who else was there? Whoever else was there. They're, "Oh, shtepari, oh, shtepari." They were yelling, "Give us more money." So there I am. I give them more money and more money. Finally, they opened the door. And now I go, I see my bride, and, hello, good, all these like pleasantries and whatnot. Now, she's got only one shoe. I gotta find the other shoe. It's like, oh my gosh, we can't leave without this shoe. So I look all over the apartment. Where is the shoe? Where is the shoe? Where is the shoe? I can't find the shoe. Jesus, like, and finally, like, she hit it like um, in this old clock. And there I am. I open the clock. I find the shoe. Now I put it. Now she says, "Oh, the shoe doesn't fit." I'm like, okay, so you got to put more money in the shoe now. It's all about money. It's all about money. Everything with marriage in Bulgaria starts with money. Um, so now I got to put money inside the shoe, and she's like, "Oh, it's still too loose." So I got to put more money until finally the shoe fits, and then you guys leave from there. I mean, we left from there. I don't know why I'm saying it. Like, I was there. Finally, so I took CJ. We took some pictures. It was warm, and we were all sweating. It was like it was beautiful. Then we went downstairs in front of the apartment building, and now we start dancing like outside on the street. And it's not like it's a main street with cars go like both ways, in and out, all the time, all the time. But it does not matter, because once the wedding, now there's a live band. I forgot to say about that. There's a live band. A guy with the like drums, and the guy with the bagpipe, and the guy with the flute and the clarinet, and I don't know, and I don't know who else was there. So now we're on the streets, and they're playing all these music, and uh, we're dancing Bulgarian traditional dances, in a circle, and now the whole neighborhood is there, and I give them all the moonshine. Everybody drinks moonshine, and my friend got drunk at probably 11, well, probably about 1 p.m. He was already drunk. My mom had to like strip the bottle away from him because he was already done. And it was not until I went to Bulgaria, like this last trip, and I saw this guy who's like, "Man, I gotta admit something." I'm like, "Yeah, man, what's up? What's going on?" He says, I stole the bottle with moonshine at your wedding." I'm like, "Oh, well, good for you." He's like, "Yeah, when you came outside, you share with everybody because that's just traditional, and everybody drinks from the same bottle. Of course, it's nothing." In Bulgaria, there's nothing. We all drink from the same bottle. Boom, boom, boom. And he said, "I look around, and there was nobody, and I just took the bottle." But on the bottle, on the sticker, it was me and CJ. It was like customized bottle and all that. It was a really nice bottle. But he admitted it. I'm like, "Oh, good for you, man." So there we were. We drank, we danced on the street. Now we drive into the church, and now it's like, like the whole thing, like 15, 20 cars, whatever it is. We go drive into the church, and then and it was like in an old part of the town, like when there's like a lot of cobblestone. It was like very narrow streets, so it's not, you can't just drive up right in front of the church. So it was kind of tricky getting there, and all these people. Um, but it was a beautiful venue, and CJ chose that venue when I think the year before that we went to Bulgaria, or a few months before that. We went around different churches, and CJ picked that church specifically. Um, so there we were. We walked into the church, and CJ is just beautiful. And her veil, was it a veil? Is that what it's called? The thing that goes behind the dress. Um, that thing is long, like probably like 10 feet long, maybe 15. Just drags behind her. She had her wedding design, not her wedding, her wedding dress designer with us at the wedding, just in case something goes wrong. The train. That's right, the train. So we go in, we get married, everything is great, and um, we go out. So at this point, I think it's so one, maybe that's about maybe 3 o'clock at this point. So we left it. I think I left the hotel maybe 12. We picked up TJ at 1. So at this point, we went to the church. Maybe it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. The church thing is done. Maybe by 5 or 6. I don't know. It took a little bit. Maybe I'm off with the time, but I remember after that. No, it was before that. Maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock. So from there, we got to go take pictures after the church. Of course, we send everybody off, and we're going to take pictures of this beautiful place. And but you got to imagine it's me and CJ had about seven, yeah, about 7 or 8 bridesmaids, and half of them are WWE superstars. So these WWE superstars want to take their pictures very particular. So our wedding photo shoot turned out very, very extensive. um, and it was like, it wasn't like I was in a rush because I was so over like taking pictures, especially being with WWE. You always take pictures, and I was just like, man, I just want to enjoy the day. But I didn't realize that those things are going to be great memories later on. All these pictures. Um, so we got done with the pictures. We go to the restaurant, and now we have this grand entrance, and it's like outside restaurant, and um, and then we started. We started drinking, eating. Um, so the first round, you do whatever you drink, you eat, and then you have to you do the first dance, of course. Always do the first dance. Then you have, when the gifts start to come, the bridesmaid and the groom, they get up, and now all the customers, all the guests come in a line, and they all give their gifts or money or whatever they prepared for you, and you kind of congratulate you. You can thank you for coming, and from then on, the party just boom, and from then on, the party just explodes because now all the formalities are done. But no, not with us, because then we had the traditional stuff. We had extra stuff. We had like a huge lamb, like that they prepared for us on top of all the food. We had these traditional dancers, like these men and women came to dance for us. Um, we had all these like huge spectacles that we did for the wedding. And it was just beautiful to show the world the traditions that we have in Bulgaria with Total Divas. And also just for for CJ's parents to see the culture that we have. And I remember her dad coming like halfway through the wedding, towards the end of the night, actually, of the restaurant. He came in and he was just crying. He said, "This is the most beautiful wedding he's ever saw." And I took that as really, really to heart, because here we are. This is our tradition. To us, it's just another, it's just another wedding. But these people, they've never seen anything like that. So I thought it was really beautiful. It was really nice for him to say that. And yeah, and then we started drinking, eating, and I think At 12 o'clock, we moved to a nightclub, and we went into that nightclub at about midnight or 1 p.m. maybe, and we did not leave there until 8 a.m. 8 a.m. So we got back to the hotel at about 8:30 or so because I didn't want to stop. I'm at the point where it's like there's no stopping. And we're leaving the club, and there's only certain people left, not everybody, clearly, because everybody kind of just fades off little by little by little. I think CJ's brother Robbie, Robbie, we played together. I think he got drunk, then he sobered up as well, and then he was almost done, but somehow he pushed through, so he made it to like 3 a.m., which for him was like about 12 or 14 hours of drinking. So he was definitely very happy with his record. But yeah, here we are, 9 a.m., and we still have a bunch, well, not a bunch, but maybe about 10 to 15 people we still have in the hotel getting ready to drink again. But my wife is just trying to kick everybody out. She's just like, get out of here. Like, I'm like, come on, guys, let's go drink. And she's like, no, no, we're done. We're done. And that's how the night ended. Oh, there's a video. There's a video somebody, Gladiator posted. Not somebody, but Gladiator posted. Wait, 2017? You really get married 2017? Get all this money, what are you complaining for? Oh, then the drama started. This is reality show, reality show, reality show. Everything on the balcony is reality show. Oh, and then downstairs you can see. I mean, if you're watching the video, I'm watching it. If you're not, then don't. See the dances outside, the orchestra, and everybody's watching out on the side. I'm giving commands. Look at that thing. That's more than 10 feet. Look at my black eye. Oh, the priest was so mad. Not mad, but the priest, well, he was mad. So, so the priest was so mad because we were so late. I forgot about that. We were so late for the church. I think about more than an hour we were late. And we're going like, come on, man, what is going on? I'm like, I'm sorry, Father. I'll make a donation or something. It was so funny. It was like all of a sudden he was not the priest anymore. He was like your grandfather. It's like, come on, son. Come on. You said you're gonna be here. It was so funny. All right, let's go back to the clip. Of course, her crown fell down. Of course, it's a great reality TV. But it wasn't actually reality TV, that was real. Anyways, great wedding, great day, great wedding. My favorite wedding ever. Uh, Overall, everybody that was there was probably their favorite wedding. I think all like Naomi and John Uso was there. Not John, but Jimmy Uso and Naomi and Natty um, from WWE. I think that was it. But everybody was just so impressed with everything, and it should have been because that's just how we do in Bulgaria. We know how to party. Yeah. So that's it. But I think it was 4 years. Oh, Diego is here. Diego says you want to play his episode on Total Divas. Highest rating ever, second after your wedding one. Yeah, Diego came on the show once, Total Divas, when I was grilling naked. Oh well, Diego, I'm sorry. I had a few phone calls. So Diego called me twice today, and I couldn't talk, and now he's mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Diego. It's my anniversary. I have to take care of stuff. But Diego came one time on the show. He was a special guest. We had to pay him very much a lot of extra money for him to come. And it was the episode when I was grilling naked. So there he is, Diego, all of a sudden coming in the house, and there I am, just naked grilling. Hey, what's up, bud? How you like your steak? But him being Argentinian, he cannot say no to a steak because if you're not familiar, Argentinian people love meat. And was it medium rare? Are you a rare guy? You are a rare guy. You have to be a rare guy.